We mourned, we pivoted, we studied, and we found a way to establish a doable, a tangible, and joyful Judaism. It is the goal of every single Jewish educator, every single Jew in nonprofit work, every rabbi, cantor, educator, you name it. It's our responsibility, our obligation, once more, to create a Judaism post-October 7th. And even though we haven't begun to mourn, we are still obligated to begin that fight in establishing a Judaism that will be here for years to come, that is strengthened, that brings inspiration and happiness and joy. And I think tonight would be a great way for that pivot for me and for this congregation, with an honor to bless and speak about Hal Abrams. The first time I met Hal was a difficult time, very painful time. I actually remember it was yesterday. I came here for my interview. It was the third week in October. It was a Saturday afternoon. I remember I met Jeffrey Bayer in our old foyer, and we drove to meet Hal. His beloved wife, Judy, just passed away, and he still wanted to get to know me. As Hal reflects on this period, he doesn't recall much, and I hope that's okay that I said that, but I remember our conversation. He talked about his passion to learning the richness of our tradition, the importance of Jewish education, the importance of studying and being together, his inspiration to establish a Jewish day school here in Birmingham. This was Hal's dream. And through the years, when we would meet, he would share so many stories about his life. And I can think about it, the first day in the office when he worked at Parisians. I'm sure Donald can speak to that experience. But the time he went to Israel in the 1960s, when he was given a coin to give an aliyah, it was that pivotal moment where Hal had his aha moment. The duty, the mitzvah, to study Judaism. And for me, every time I would sit in his living room, it was a living history of not just Jewish Birmingham, but his federation trips, his mission trips, his involvement in national Jewish organizations for the sole purpose of educating the next leaders. It's been incredibly hard since his beloved Judy passed away. But Hal too himself had to pivot, to figure out how to keep on living for his children, for his grandchildren, and his great-grandchildren. And each time we're within his presence, it's this history, it's this joy that we resonate, and my soul is replenished because of the wisdom that you bring to so many of us. I've always wanted to speak to you publicly. What you bring to this temple community, what you bring to Jewish Birmingham, and frankly, all of the Jewish world. And I know you've engaged in so many secular endeavors to support this community, but for tonight, it's a celebration of who you are turning 97 and the incredible legacy that you leave behind. And I'm so truly blessed as a rabbi that I've been rewarded to learn from you. I want to do something special as we bless Hal. When Judy's body turned against her, Hal's friends became worried about his well-being. A bunch of his friends got together and decided to take Hal out to lunch in order to have a good hour or two being together and stepping away from the sadness. And what did that turn into? An incredible lunch group with 20 people sometimes, with 20 separate checks. Joel really liked, was it Seasons 21? Is that the name of the restaurant? I can't remember. 52. You get the sandwich and salad, you remember? But we had the quiet room, but it was the fellowship that mattered. In COVID, we kind of had to take a detour. We had these incredible Lunch and Learn series with incredible speakers, but we wanted to make sure that you were supported. So this is what we're going to do. I want to bring up all of the Lunch with Hal comrades. That's you, Jeffrey, Robert, Lawrence, Steve, Joel, Donald. Come on up. Ed, come on up, guys. Every single Lunch with Hal, okay? I want to bring up Jim and Louise, okay? Come on up. If you are in Lunch with Hal, I want to make sure I see all of your faces and make sure you are all here. Hal, you're going to stand right here. We're going to open the ark, and therefore we have to rise. Come on up. Step right here. And I want the lunch group to come stand next to Hal.
Let's even it out. I know you got it there.
Can you?
Okay. We're gonna help each other out.
Yeah. Guys, stand next to him and wrap the big boy Talib. All criticize. We're not wrapping Donald, we're wrapping Hal. Jim Louise, can you see? Okay. Hit it, Robbie.
לטור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש לטור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד כי אל מלך גדול וקדוש אתה לטור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש. Mazel tov.